Hello, this is the Vision Legal Services. Thank you for your interest in our company. Here, we will give you a brief introduction about our visa services. We offer services for the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 5 visa application. If you are a student, graduate, and planning to work, stay, or live in the UK, you will need a valid visa. This is where we enter and help you with your visa application. There are three types of visa you can apply for work and living in the UK: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 5. All of them will allow you to work and stay in the UK. However, the duration and the criteria are very different regarding on the type. The first one is a Tier 2 visa. Tier 2 visa is for graduates who want to work in a full-time position or placement in the UK. There are some key requirements and processes for the Tier 2 visa application. For the requirements, firstly, you will need to have a certificate of sponsorship from a licensed sponsor. Second, your salary should be at an appropriate level. There is a basic standard for the salary. We will help you find the right national SOC code regarding on the content of your job. Finally, you will need to meet the required English level. For graduates with the UK degree, your degree is a good proven document. The application process is relatively complicated. Here is a brief introduction. Firstly, you will need to find a full-time job. Before you apply for the job, you will also need to check whether the company has a Tier 2 ROS, the Register of Sponsor. If the company has a Tier 2 ROS license, you can then apply for it. Next, you will need to prepare your CV, get ready for the interview, and to get the job offer. Finally, when you successfully get the offer, you will now enter the Tier 2 visa application stage. This is where you may need the professional help and advisory from us. There are many graduates applying for the Tier 2 visa every year. If you get the Tier 2 visa and start working in the UK, you will be able to get the professional work experience in the British companies and experience a multicultural life in the UK. More importantly, if you enjoy your work and make efforts for it, you will be able to be independent financially. And after 5 years working in the UK, you will be able to apply for the indefinite leave to remain. However, you should be aware of that the Tier 2 visa application is relatively hard to apply, as there is the limited amount of the ROS company license. Besides, the language requirements could be really high for the not native English speakers. Tier 1 visa. The Tier 1 visa is the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa for graduates who want to start their business and career. It is a good option. To apply for the Tier 1 visa, there are some very important points you should know. First, you should have at least £200,000 as your investment funds. Second, you will need to meet the required English level. For the required English level, usually you will be able to extend your Tier 1 visa if, firstly, you genuinely operate your own business or invest in other businesses. Second, your business or company created at least 2 full-time jobs that have existed for at least 12 months. If you want to be an entrepreneur rather than the employee, you should go for the Tier 1 visa. With the high flexibility, You will have options for different forms of investment. You will enhance genuine entrepreneurial skills. Also, you will learn to manage the complicated business running. Finally, and most importantly, you will be able to apply for the indefinite leave to remain after 5 years. Here are the differences between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 visa applications. Please do consider carefully before you make your decision. The last one is the Tier 5 visa application. The Tier 5 visa application is for temporary workers to work and be trained for 6 to 12 months in the UK. Comparing to the Tier 1 and Tier 2 visa, there are less requirements but more preparation works for the Tier 5 visa application. To apply for the Tier 5 visa applications, here is a list of the documents you should prepare. Firstly, you will need the course number. We will help you to get the course number. Second, you will have the UK degree and transcript of academy from your university. You will may need the valid IELTS test grade and the copy of your passport. Besides, the BRP card is essential, and you will also need to prepare your police registration letter and your bank statement for 3 months. Finally, you should prepare your personal CV and covering letter. Generally, it takes 8 weeks to get the Tier 5 visa. Here is the process when you apply for the Tier 5 visa. Firstly, we will do the consultation for you and contact the overreaching bodies. And you will need to wait for issuing course number and start to apply for the visa. You should wait for your BRP card once your application is approved. Finally, you can get your visa granted and start working. The Tier 5 visa is a very good option for graduates. Firstly, you will gain work experiences in specific fields you're interested in, and it takes less processing time compared to other visas. Finally, if you're doing well in your internship, there will be greater chance to get a Tier 2 visa offer in the future. Above all, we introduce different options for graduates. Before you apply, it is better for you to consider carefully about your options. Here is a simple comparison for you. You can also contact us for more advices. The Vision Legal Services is a very professional company. We're now authorized company by the OISC and proud to be the member of the JCWI and ILPA. With 15 years experiences in the field of immigration cases, we are good at dealing with tricky problems of Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 5 visa application. If you are interested, please contact us for more detailed information. Thank you.